Good morning. All right, good. We are live. It looks like on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube. Let me go live over on Instagram. We are going to be talking about the power of a burning desire today, which I'm super excited about. Okay, cool. We're live on Instagram as well. Good morning. If you are joining this in real time, I hope you had a really beautiful 4th of July week. We were up in Maine, for those of you who are following along on the journey. It's been a wild, what is it now, 2 weeks, a little more than 2 weeks, where we found out, actually ties in with the concept of what we're talking about today, which is this power of the burning desire. So about 2 weeks ago, we found out that my husband got off the wait list and was admitted into, hey, Christine, was admitted into University of New England. And it's been a while. I keep using that word because that's how it's spelled. It's been a wild couple of weeks of like figuring out, okay, how are we going to relocate and how are we going to change everything up for the kids? So we were up there all last week. Just visiting and looking at housing. And I shared some of it on my Instagram stories. So if you are not connected with me yet on Instagram, go connect with me there because I share a lot of behind the scenes. But I am so excited to be picking up this, this series with all of you who want to join along on Think and Grow Rich and the concepts in it. And I just think it's one of those books that you could literally study. I know Bob Proctor did this, and I love that. If you know me, well, I very much follow his teachings and what he taught. He studied it his entire life, or 60 something plus years since he was introduced to it. And I really find that every time I go into it, I have a different level of consciousness, which brings a new awareness. And I think that's something where I used to be this way too. We can be like, I just need to check the box and let me just cross this book off my reading list. Like, let me know. By the way, if you're here live on Facebook, LinkedIn, or YouTube, pop me a comment. That's how I know that you're here. But let me know if you can relate to this, where maybe you've got like a reading list and you're like, I just want to read as many books as I possibly can this year so that I can say I did. And I have found in my own life, I used to just like plow through books to check them off and say I had done it. But now I don't care so much about the volume that I consume as I care about, am I embodying it? And am I getting it? Am I changing my thought processes and i.e. changing my life based upon what I am reading? And so I think with a book like Think and Grow Rich, you could study it your entire life. And every time you come back to it, you're going to get something different out of it because you're different, because you're bringing a new level of consciousness to it. So we're going to have fun with this series. I don't know how long we're going to do it. We may do it for years. We could do it for years. There's plenty in here to work with, or maybe we do it for less. I don't know. Like I said, when I launched this last week, and by the way, for those of you who watched the first launch video and said, "Oh, Luke is so cute," thank you. I usually do not live stream with my baby on my lap. But it was, again, vacation week, no childcare. And I was like, I need to start this and get this out into the world. So we're going to have fun with this. And my goal is to help you really elevate your level of thinking and your level of consciousness when it comes to your results, what's possible for you, whether you're an entrepreneur, whether you're in sales. And by the way, if you are following, because I had a number of people reach out and be like, "Oh, I'm so excited for the series," which I love hearing. Send me a DM. Let me know, like, what's your industry? What are your goals? What's your vision? I like to go really deep with people. This is something that I care about a lot in our community and with my clients. And those of you who are clients, you probably know this. Like, I like to really know you, what's going on for you, what's happening in your life. I think that's just something that's like very important and very different and unique about our community. Is we go really, really deep with people. And I want to know you as well, since you're part of the community. So send me a DM, let me know more about you and what your vision is, what your goals are. But we're going to work through the parts of the book that stand out most to me together. And today I want to bring you this one sentence from the introduction. And the concept of the introduction is about mind power, which, I tell you what, my friends, I used to dismiss this as like, it doesn't really matter. Like the mindset piece, it doesn't really matter. for those of you who know my story and know that I stayed stuck at the same level for over 10 years, financially, in business, in results. I couldn't break past a certain earnings threshold. For me, it was six figures. I couldn't break past it. I didn't realize I was just set to make six figures because I'd been programmed that way. I thought it was all of my focus was on tactical and how do I just take more action and let me hustle harder than everybody else. And that was really what I was doing. And it led me to panic attacks, anxiety, and eating disorder. And my results never increased either. It was miserable. When I started learning this and what I want to bring you in this series, in 6 weeks, my income 10x'd and everything changed in my life. Everything changed. That's a big piece of why my husband is able to go off now and pursue his vision of medical school, is that I learned these things. I didn't just learn them, I embodied them. I'm continuing to embody them at deeper levels, and I want to keep bringing you my next level awareness. And as I embodied them, our lives shifted dramatically. He was able to retire from his work and pursue his dream of going to medical school, which is now happening. So we're kind of in the whirlwind of that right now. But coming back into the book, so Napoleon Hill says, truly, thoughts are things, and powerful things at that, when they are mixed with definiteness of purpose, persistence, and a burning desire for their translation into riches or other material objects. So I want to take that one phrase, burning desire, and really unpack that with you here. We could unpack all of that, and we will as we go deeper into the series together. But that concept of a burning desire, check in with yourself first. And if you're here live, let me know in the comments. Does any part of that feel negative to you? Does any part of that feel like, ooh, like, is that obsessive? Is that too much, especially when it's tied to money, right? Like we've got so much mental junk on money and abundance and quote unquote rich people are greedy, like all, which is not actually true. You can have people who are rich and greedy, and you can have people who are poor and greedy. It's not actually true that only rich people are greedy. Okay, so we've got a lot of mental junk around that. So check in, because you probably have been conditioned in some way, shape, or form that a burning desire is obsessive, is wrong, is too much, whatever the conditioning is, especially if it's tied to money. Now, here's the thing. The burning desire, whatever your burning desire is, if you look at anyone who has done something significant on this planet, and I don't care if it's something financial or otherwise, you can look at Gandhi, you can look at Martin Luther King, you can look at Mother Teresa. They all had a burning desire to see some sort of transformation happen in the world. And my personal belief is that some of us are wired to create amazing things that have a lot to do with financial abundance. Some of us are wired to create amazing things that maybe aren't as tied to money, but are tied to other things, transformation we want to create, i.e., some of the great leaders who I just cited there. I think a lot of the members of this community, just because I feel that it's part of my personal dharma, is to shift a lot of misconceptions around money and abundance and really create big transformations in my life and in the lives of our community. My guess is that if you are here, a part of what your burning desire is along the lines of creating more abundance in your life. And there is nothing wrong with that. In fact, that's very, very good. One of the books that I listen to every day is The Science of Getting Rich. I don't listen to the whole thing. It's like a couple hours if you listen to it on YouTube, but I listen to part of it every day. And if you have any mental junk on wanting to get rich, wanting to make more money, wanting to expand financially, go in and read that book again and again and again and again until you get it. That by you allowing more abundance into your life, not only does it improve life for you, but it improves life for everyone. It improves life for everyone. We have organizations that I'm kind of just channeling right now. So I don't have like a set script for this. I have a few things I want to communicate to you here, but this is a little off script. But we've got incredible organizations that we support as a company because we donate a percentage of all revenue to causes that we care about. And I want to give a shout out to this group, One Simple Wish. If you're not familiar with them, They donate wishes to kids in foster care, and it's really beautiful what they do. And last month, I was able to tell one of my team members, like, I want you to go on the website and pick out wishes that you want to grant, and here's the budget. And we were able to go and like help these kids who needed these beautiful, beautiful kids in foster care who it's like God knows what sort of environment they're in or challenges they've had in their life, but we can do something because I was able to release the judgment in my life on wanting more and realize how much it's a double blessing. So, there's a concept I've been teaching a lot lately in my keynote and in my coaching, which is your desires are green lights. So, if you're in a place to take notes this morning, I want you to think about that and write that down. Your desires are green lights. And I want you to think about what is it that you find that you can't stop thinking about? Maybe it's a financial goal. Maybe it's a business goal. Like I have this burning desire within me. I was actually thinking about it yesterday. I had a rare moment without the nuggets on me because I was thinking about it while I was driving and just having this like quiet time, which felt really good. And it was like, I have this burning desire to create the most incredible transformational sales and business coaching company in the world. We've got, for women in terms of she sells, but then we're also launching another division later this year is the estimated timeline that's not specific to women. And I have this burning desire within me to make this as magnificent as possible, to make this as impactful as possible, to make this as life-changing and transformational as possible. So I was just thinking about it. And I was like, how can we make it better? How can we make it better? And it was just download, 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 like boom, boom, boom. Think this way, think that way, do this. And so whatever that, like, that's my burning desire right now. I have multiples, but that is one of them. What is yours? What can you not stop thinking about? And what if you knew and had faith and certainty that burning desire within you was a green light leading you to where you want to go? All right. So that's the first thing to remember is your desires are green lights. You are meant to follow them. They won't usually make logical sense. They will feel scary. They will feel stretchy. You'll say, who am I to do this? Imposter syndrome, all of it. You'll have all of it. That's great. That means you're actually thinking big enough. The second part on desire here that I believe is that your desires are double blessings. So this is where we can get out of our own way and realize that because a lot of times we don't move forward on the desire because we make it all about us. Your desire to have more financial abundance, to have a bigger platform, to reach more people, to do whatever it is that the desire is, that desire right now in the present moment, you won't be able to see all the ways it's going to benefit and serve others, but you will as you take action on it. So it's kind of like the Steve Jobs quote, you will only be able to connect the dots looking backwards. It's the same, but I can tell you unequivocally 100% your desires are double blessings. So right now you can just ask the question if you want to tap into more of that energy of, ooh, you know what, by me actually moving forward on this desire and saying yes, it is going to impact more people. It is going to serve more people. I am going to help more people. Just ask, who else will be served by me saying yes to this? I'm about to do a training at the top of the hour for my group coaching clients and for my mastermind, all about vision and all about aligning with the vision, which is the real key. And I'm going to take them through some questions to help them really tap into that next level vision and why it matters. But you can simply ask, who else will be served by me saying yes? And I know as I look, at my own life and then in our community, I mean, gosh, we have literally been able to contribute money that has helped save the lives of children who need pretty extensive medical care, because not just because of me saying yes to my desire. That's part of it, but then the members of our community who have said yes to their desires and said yes for more. We've got stories after stories after stories of people being blessed and impacted because someone said yes to the desire and followed it as a green light. So this concept, again, we're just going to hone in on this concept of the burning desire. This is the very beginning of Think and Grow Rich. If it wasn't important, you wouldn't read it right at the beginning, my friend, right? So right at the beginning of Think and Grow Rich, a burning desire is one of the keys to you stepping into the fulfillment of your vision, the goals, et cetera, and creating that true abundance in your life. So we're going to keep going through this together. And I'm excited. I'm excited. So again, send me a DM, drop me a comment if you're enjoying this. I want to get to know you better and serve you better with this series. Before we wrap, I will let you know we are hosting a free event next Tuesday and Wednesday called 7-Figure Self-Image. I'm so excited about this. It's something that's been on my mind and heart to do, talking about burning desire. It's been on my mind and heart to do for a while now. And now coming out of maternity leave and kind of back into not normal, because life is never normal, but back into some semblance of normal flow. I've got the bandwidth to host it, and I'm really excited. So it's going to be happening next Tuesday and Wednesday. I'm going to teach you how to, number one, why your self-image dictates so much of your results. And then number two, how to create the self-image of a 7-figure plus earner, whether you're in sales or an entrepreneur. My team is getting the registration page finalized today. But in the meantime, if you want to get added on to the invite list, just send me a DM with your email address and my team will get you added on to that. Again, it's going to be completely free. It's going to be phenomenal. It's going to be Tuesday, July 18th and Wednesday, July 19th, totally free event. Again, DM me your email address. We'll get you on the invite list. And I would love to see you there. So that is it, my friends. Wrapping up for today. Keep joining. I'm going to keep going live, sharing these concepts from Think and Grow Rich with you. And for those of you, by the way, who are live, I can see, again, I can't see on Facebook, YouTube, or LinkedIn. On Instagram, I can see. So I just want to give a shout out to Haynes Waldo, to Daniel Joseph. Good to see you. Brooke, I love seeing clients on here. I love it. Dallas, so good to see you, my friend. I hope you've been well since I met you in Nashville a little while ago. So shout out to everyone who joined live. If you're watching the replay, I hope this spoke to you, and I hope to see you next week for our live event as well. All right, everyone, have a phenomenal day, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.